welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute little friendship plushies of a chocolate chip cookie and a little milk carton. I think they look so cute together and they're just so adorable. So I'm going to show you how to make these in this video. And on the back, they actually have these little hearts. You know, since they're friendship plushies, I had to add a little heart on the back of both of them. And yeah, so I'm going to show you how to make the little milk carton first, and then I'll move on to the little chocolate chip cookie. And as always, the template for these is completely free, and it's down in the description box below, so you can go down there, print out the template, and then you can get started. Also, if you aren't already, please go follow me on Instagram. I'll put the handle down below on the screen of this video. I post a lot of really cute pictures of my plushies, so if you want to see those, please go check out my Instagram. I'll put some up as examples up on this video just so you can see what type of pictures I post. And also I'll usually post on my story a little clip of what type of plushie I'm going to be making for the upcoming videos. So if you want little sneak peeks, I definitely recommend following me on Instagram and you will be updated on all of that. To make the little milk carton plushie, you're going to need material in the colors white, black, pink, and then a color of your choice. So I'm going to be using blue felt, but you can use any color you want. So this color is just going to be used as the little stripes on the little plushie. So other colors you can use are maybe like brown if you want to make it like chocolate milk, or if you want to use like a darker pink to make it like strawberry milk. You can have fun with it and personalize it however you want. I get questioned a lot on what kind of material I use to make my plushies. So typically I will use felt. Every now and then I'll use fleece, but for the most part it is felt. And the felt I buy is always these rectangular sheets that are like pre-cut like this. I know you can also get felt in those rolls and you can buy it by the yard, but I've never got felt that way before. I've always bought these pre-cut sheets. And then usually when I get these at the craft store, I'll see, these types, which is like a softer, more bendable type of felt, and then they'll also usually have a stiffer, more firm type of felt that looks just like this, but it's more stiff and firm. I never buy the stiff and firm one. I always buy this one, which is more soft and bendable. You're also going to need some white thread and then some thread that will match the color that you are personalizing the plushie with. So since I'm using blue, I'm using blue thread, but if you were using brown or darker pink or whatever color, you would need thread that would match that color. And then I know I get questioned a lot on what type of thread I'm using. So this thread is 100% polyester and it is just all-purpose thread. You're also going to need a little piece of ribbon. It doesn't need to be that long, just about this big, which is, I don't know, I'd estimate maybe 2.5 inches. I don't know how accurate I am with that measurement. Well, I was actually pretty close with that. It's about 2.25 inches. I'm just using this ribbon since it has little hearts on it, and since they are friendship plushies with little hearts on the back, I thought a little ribbon with little hearts on it would be extra cute. You're going to need some stuffing. I always call it stuffing, but the actual name of it is premium polyester fiber fill, so that's what it's actually called. I always call it stuffing in all my videos, though I never call it fiber fill or polyester fiber fill or anything like that. I don't know, maybe I should call it by its actual name, but I don't know, it's just like stuffing to me for the plush. And for any sewing project, of course, you're going to need a sewing needle, which I'm just going to put into my pin cushion over here. Optionally, you can also use some black plastic safety eyes, and basically they are these little black eyes right here, and then they also have these little plastic backings, and these are super cute. Like, if you don't have them, I definitely recommend getting them for plushies. If you are, someone who wants to keep making a lot of plushies, I think they are definitely worth getting. But, if this is your first time making a plushie and, you're just trying this out as a new hobby, or, just trying out your first plushie to see how it goes, you don't need these to make the plush, but I think they add a lot to it and just make it look a lot more professional and nice and make them just look extra cute. So I really love using these, but you do not need them to make the plush. It's not a make or break for the plushie. If you don't have these, you could just use the black material and cut out 2 little circles with it instead of using these. If you are using the black plastic safety eyes, you're going to need a marker, so I'm just going to be using this black Sharpie marker. By all means, you don't need to use a Sharpie marker, you don't need to use a black marker, it can be any type of marker, but this is just the one that I'm going to be using. You're also going to need some good fabric scissors, so not all scissors are going to cut, felt and other types of material really well, so most of the time you're going to need some nice fabric scissors. Definitely worth it, believe me, it cuts material so much easier, so if you're someone who wants to keep making plushies and do a lot of sewing projects, need some fabric scissors. And they also come in some really cute patterns, so like I have this little zebra patterned one. I love it so much. I got this for Christmas one year and it's like my favorite pair of scissors. You're also going to need some type of fabric glue, so I usually use tacky glue. If there's another type of fabric glue that you want to use, by all means, you don't need to use tacky glue. This is just the type of glue that I use. First things first, you're going to have to cut out all of your pieces. So for the little milk plushie, you're going to have these 2 white pieces for the carton, these 4 blue pieces for the stripes on the milk carton. I'm using blue, but if you want to use a different color, by all means, you definitely can. And then I have the letters that spell out milk, and then a pink heart, 2 pink cheeks, and a little black mouth. And then if you're not going to be using the black safety eyes, you're also going to have 2 little black circles as well. Next, you're going to take one of the white milk carton pieces, and then the blue strips, one of each. So you're going to have one of the bigger rectangle one, and then one of the smaller ones. And then you're going to take that bigger one, and you're going to place it right up here. And then you're going to take that smaller one and you're going to place it down here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the fell stitch and you're going to sew up here, here, and then there to attach these onto this white piece. So I threaded my needle with some light blue thread that matches the light blue material right here. And then after doing that, to do the fell stitch, you're going to take these pieces and let me get real close. Let it focus in for you guys. There we go. You're going to put your first stitch right about here. You're going to pull all the way. And then you're going to make another stitch right there. And then pull all the way. Whoop. And then make sure your little blue strip doesn't get caught. And then you'll pull. So that's your first stitch right here. And then you'll just keep doing that all the way across. This is what the piece will look like once you finish sewing it together. This is the front, and then the back. And then you'll do the exact same thing with the other white carton piece and the other 2 blue strips. After sewing these pieces together, I'm going to be putting the black safety eyes onto one of the pieces. So if you are not going to be using the black safety eyes, you can probably skip over these next few steps. But if you are using the black safety eyes, stay tuned. So what you're going to do is put one of these pieces over to the side. You don't need that right now. And you're going to be left with one of the pieces. And you're just going to place that down. And then you're going to take the 2 pink cheeks, place them right on the plush where you want them to go, the mouth, and then just arrange them exactly where you want them to be. And then you're going to put the eyes where they're going to be too, just like this. Then you're just going to take a black marker, and what you're going to do is remove one of the eyes, and then make a little dot where that eye was. And then do the same thing for the other eye. Take this piece and fold it in half, and then take your scissors and cut a little hole right here and right here, right where the marks were. Take one of the safety eyes and put it through the hole, and then turn it around like this. Take the safety eye backing and then just press it on. And then you'll do the exact same thing for the other eye. After attaching the safety eyes, if you are going to be using them, if not, you can just glue them on later on when you glue the cheeks and the mouth on. But anyways, at this point, what you're going to do is take these two pieces, and then you're going to put them together like this. And then you're going to thread your needle with some of that blue thread again, and you're going to use the blanket stitch to attach these parts together, these, and then these. So basically you're going to be using the blanket stitch with the blue thread to attach all of the blue rimmed parts together. So after threading your needle, what you're going to do is put your needle through this blue piece back here, like this, and then you're going to pull all the way. And the reason you're doing that is so the knot is then hidden in the back. And then after doing that, you're then going to put your needle through the blue piece in the front here, and then come back through the blue piece in the back. And you're going to want to come back right where this thread had just gone through. And then you're going to pull your needle all the way, and then before pulling all the way, you're going to go through this loop right here, and then pull. And that's your first stitch. So you'll just keep doing that across. So you'll make a stitch like this, go through the blue piece in the back, pull, go through the loop, and then pull all the way. And I'll show you that one more time. So make your stitch right here, back here, pull, go through the loop, and then pull. So if you are at all curious as to why when I am sewing these pieces together, I'm only sewing through the blue pieces versus sewing through all four of these pieces, including the inner white material, the reason for that is because by sewing through just the blue pieces, you're going to see just the blue pieces. If you were to sew through all four of the pieces, at the end you are going to see some of the white pieces, on the rims. So if you really don't care about seeing the white pieces on the rims, you can just sew through all four. It's definitely a lot quicker and easier. But if you want to just see the blue, I recommend just sewing through the blue material. So I'm just going to show you if you were to sew through all four pieces, go through all four, pull, go through the loop, pull, and then one more time over here. And then I'll get close. Let's have it focus for you guys. So when you do that, as you can see over on this end, all you see is the blue material. And then on this end, you can see the blue material and the white material in the middle. After sewing all the blue rimmed areas, the next step is to sew all of the white rimmed areas. So you're going to thread your needle with some white thread, and then you're going to use the blanket stitch again and just sew this side, and then up around here. And before sewing it completely shut, make sure you fill it up with some stuffing. And then optionally, I'm also going to be adding some ribbon up here. You most certainly don't need to do that if you don't want to, but if you want to make it into a keychain or be able to hang up the plush or anything like that, I recommend adding the ribbon to the plushie. So once you get to this point, you're going to stop, and then you're going to cut out a piece of ribbon. I'm using this ribbon that has little hearts on it. I love this ribbon so much. It's so cute. I actually got it at a garage sale. Actually, no, I think my mom got it at a garage sale for me. And I don't know, I just think it's like one of my favorite ones. Like, if you are ever looking for craft supplies, sometimes garage sales can really like have a lot of stuff for really cheap. I once got this whole tin of a ton of buttons for only like a few dollars. So garage sales, good place to find craft supplies. But way off topic, you're going to be taking this little piece of ribbon and then you're going to fold it in half like that. And then you're going to place it into the middle of the plushie. I'm going to place it just so you can see one heart right there. And then after you have it in there like this, you're going to be using the blanket stitch the exact same way, and you're going to kind of do it as if this piece, wasn't there. So you're going to have to do a few extra stitches, but it's the same basis as the blanket stitch. So you're going to make your stitch here, just like you would have. And then you're going to pull your needle through. And then before pulling all the way, you're actually going to make a stitch up here and then come back through here. And then you're going to pull, and then you're going to go through that loop and then pull the whole way. And then there's one stitch, and then you'll do the same thing. So make a stitch through both pieces, pull your needle, go through the ribbon up on the top like this, and then pull, go through this loop, pull the whole way, and then you'll just keep using the blanket stitch over here. Before sewing the plush completely shut, make sure you leave a small opening so that you can fill the plush up with stuffing. So I'm just going to take some stuffing and then fill up the plushie. Just like that. The last step to making the little milk plushie is gluing on the remaining pieces. So you're going to glue on the little pink cheeks, the black mouth. You will also glue on the black eyes if you did not use the plastic safety eyes. You're going to glue on the letters that spell out milk. And then on the back, you will also glue on this little pink heart right here. Since most of the tools and the materials to make the chocolate chip cookie plushie is exactly the same as the milk carton plushie, I'm not going to bore you all to tears by repeating everything, so I know that'd be like completely redundant and boring, so I'm not going to do that. So instead of going over all these tools and materials again, I'm just going to be going over the new materials that you will need. So you're going to need this dark brown and this tan material, and then also thread that will match these two colors. And then you're going to need, the pink and the black felt, and then it's all the other same stuff. So, the stuffing, the sewing needle, the ribbon, marker, the black plastic safety eyes, scissors, and glue, and then, as always, the template, which is down in the description box. Just like the tools and the materials being very similar to the milk carton plushie, the steps and stitches used to make the chocolate chip cookie are very similar as well. So I'm going to be skipping over some steps instead of repeating everything again. Very similar, so I'm going to be going over this one a lot more quickly. The first step to making the chocolate chip cookie plushie is to cut out all of your pieces. So you're going to have these two tan circles, all of these dark brown pieces that are going to be the little chocolate chips, the two pink cheeks, the little black mouth, and then the pink heart, and then also two black eyes if you will not be using the black plastic safety eyes. If you're going to be using the black plastic safety eyes, the next step is to attach them onto one of the tan circles. Then you're going to place the mouth, cheeks, and all the chocolate chips onto that piece, just to get an idea of where everything should be, and then using the fell stitch and some dark brown thread, you're going to sew on all the chocolate chip pieces onto this tan piece. After you finish sewing on all the chocolate chips, you're going to take the other tan circle and then you're going to put it behind the piece like this, and then you're going to use the blanket stitch and just sew the two circles together. And then just like the milk carton, if you want, you can add ribbon up on the top, and then before sewing it completely shut, make sure you fill it up with some stuffing. After sewing the two tan circles together, the last step is to glue on the two pink cheeks, the black mouth, the two black eyes if you aren't using the black plastic safety eyes, and then to also glue on that pink heart on the back. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, thank you so much for clicking on the video and watching it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and have fun making your own little milk carton and chocolate chip cookie plushies. I know I definitely had a lot of fun making them. I know I say that at the end of basically every video I do, like, I hope you have fun making it. I know I did too. But, plushie making is just so much fun. It's definitely my favorite hobby. It's just a very relaxing, calming, and fun hobby. And, I've definitely gotten some comments from people saying that I've taught them how to make their first plushie, and it just brightens my day so much, just how much, happiness little cute plushies can bring to people. It just makes me smile. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you have any future plushie video suggestions, please go leave them down in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys want me to make more videos on. And yeah, so that's it. Hope you guys all have a great rest of the day, and goodbye.